up? It's another episode of You Know What Behind the Brand. I'm your man, Leo Brown, and the other co-host in the room as of now is the lovely Maisha Michelle. What's going on, man?
Hi guys.
How you gonna come on just
I'm
with
sure
the
I told you
whole
that story.
innocent face?
I've told you that story. Hi guys. I did, right?
Yeah, yes, you told me. Yeah, you told me.
Okay.
I don't know if you want.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to release that to the people, but yes, you told me. Yes, you have.
It's been released to people on some other podcasts, but you know,
Uh huh.
we could save it
You
for
know.
another day.
Yeah. I think that. Yeah, we
You
can
know.
talk about that another day.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get into the show, man. We're gonna get into why we actually came here today, man. I have actually made the journey down to the city of Atlanta, where the heart of civil rights happened. One of the founders, Mr. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., was born. Uh, it's been fun, man. I don't know if you guys actually have seen some of the photos that I put up.
I
It's
did.
not
They
that,
were
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, it's not that I've never been here before. I mean, because I've lived here, for some years. But
You
I've been
did?
away. Yeah, I lived here for some years, man. I lived here about 7 years.
One day we're gonna have a get to know you show. Because
Well,
you be having all these little random surprises. So, yeah, I was last week. Did you guys watch? Oh, yeah, I was drafted by the Cardinals. No biggie. What?
you
Who
know,
says that?
but when you're in the military for so long and doing some of the things that I've done, everything is very like hush hush and very quiet. Now that I'm retired, I can release a little bit.
You can
So
let it
uh,
go. Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. So
you couldn't mention that you were drafted by the Cardinals for many years. You couldn't say anything.
no, it's just sometimes when you get into a mindset, is that you don't talk about certain things. You suppress all of that. You know.
Got it.
So it's just
Got it.
it never really came out. I never had a reason to talk about it, and now
Well,
it's that
mark my
time.
words, guys. We're gonna have a get to know you Leo segment one day, and we're gonna pull all these dirty little secrets out of this closet. Dirty little
Right.
secrets. I mean, things about you that's great, but dirty little secrets just sound better.
Dirty little secret, Leo.
It does sound better, right? It means like, oh, I got some secrets
Uh,
I like to know.
right. But
You
no, hey,
know,
what's going on, Mr. Huggins? What's going on? My man, Cigar Head Fred is in the house also. So it's gonna
what's
be
his
a pretty
name?
good
I'm
Cigar
easily
Head
distracted.
Fred.
I'm easily distracted. Cigar head Fred, not to be confused with
Yes, he goes by.
drop dead Fred.
Yes, please don't be confused with that.
Love you, Fred.
No, he actually has his own YouTube show as well. It's called Cigar Head TV. If you guys ever want to check that out, make sure that you
You
do
told me.
so. Uh, Fred does a lot of different reviews over cigars, and he has on special guests sometimes as well. He also has his Instagram, which is what he goes by, which is Cigar Head Fred. So that's my man,
Hilarious.
Mr. Fred. So I am actually sitting here in Atlanta, like I said, and I'm actually sitting in Highland Cigar Lounge, Highland Cigar Co. Excuse me.
One of my favorite cigar lounges in Atlanta. Do you love
Yo,
it?
let me tell you, this is one of the chillest spots that I've come to. It's just off the chart. I mean, when I walked through the door, it was like, yo, I want to sit down and have a cigar and a drink. It was just one of the kind of spots,
Yeah.
man. It's like, wow. I mean, the bar looks fabulous. The seating is arranged correctly. They got enough TVs where you can't miss a spot. It's a fantastic location, man. Right in the heart
I
of
love it.
downtown
I
Atlanta.
miss it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. hmm So what's been going on with you since I've been away for this past week? 'Cause we didn't do nothing Saturday. So what's been going on, man? What I've been doing. So what's going on with you, man?
Right. For me, nothing really. Damn, it is Monday. Saturday was like 2 days ago. I don't retain a lot of recent information. I didn't really get into anything, to be quite honest. Nothing.
Okay.
It'll come up. Look, it'll come up as I sit here and think, but
Right.
nothing really. kind of kept it low key, ran some
Right.
errands, which I do every day. I feel like. But yeah, since we didn't have the show, I may have been,
Hanging in the
into some
wind.
grown up shit. Who knows?
No, actually, I had a gracious host um, here,
Really?
Miss Candy Connections, which she said, "Hello,
Right. Okay.
Maisha."
I saw that. Hi,
Um,
Candy.
she is
Sweetest
she is such
Candy.
a sweet as candy. She was a gracious host for me, taking me everywhere that I needed to go to, keeping me on track with everything, keeping me on schedule. So she's done a fantastic job. I would say whenever anybody comes to Atlanta, look up Candy Connection, but no, I'm gonna hold my person close to me. She's gonna be my personal guide
What
around.
did you guys get into? Just give me a little
Oh man! So the
snippet.
first day I came in. We went to the patio. Um, After that, the next day, we stayed there all night. Fantastic place, man. I mean, just they had a live saxophonist there. I
Nice.
mean,
That's always
off the
nice. Was
off
he
the chart.
fine?
I mean,
Most saxophonists are fine.
what the
You
yeah?
can't answer
How the
that?
hell you think I'm gonna say that a dude is fine? What do you think this is? What I will say is that so Candy said that he was cute. So there you go. There you go.
Thank you, Candy, for keeping it real.
So but no, had a live saxophonist there. They actually had a DJ play behind it, to keep the crowd pumped up. They
That's
really
dope.
went back a little bit that day, and they played a lot of 90s music, stuff that we jammed out to coming up. Um, and then the next day we went to I can't remember. Um,
See how that is?
but anyway,
It's all a
let's
blur.
just
You
do it
just know
like
it was a
this.
good
I
time.
I ain't gonna worry about what day and what time and all that stuff. So I went up to Life and Time Cigar Lounge last night. We were there,
How
had a
did you
great
like
time.
it?
Loved it. Loved the setup there too. My man MJ, been knowing him for some years. Just never got a chance to get out to the lounge. Fantastic place. We went to Havana Cigar Lounge out in the Sandy Springs area.
Love that place
Gr-
too. Great coffee.
Great, great bar. Great coffee. But my girls, the Kramer Avenue ladies, Jennifer and Anita, fantastic women. Can't wait to talk to them more. They have their own mobile lounge. They
Oh,
curate the
okay. Did you
humidor
go in
that's
there?
there.
Because I've been
Of
watching that mobile lounge
I
for a
had I didn't
long
get a chance.
time. Is
I
it
didn't get a chance to see the
fabulous?
lounge. I didn't get a chance to see the lounge. They
Okay.
actually are the curators of the Havana Cigar Lounge humidor. So
Oh,
they're taking care of
very
the
nice.
humidor, and yeah, they still do their mobile lounge and stuff like that. So yeah, Candy just put it up. If you guys want to follow them on Instagram at Kamer Avenue. I mean, fantastic mobile cigar lounge, fantastic ladies. I mean, just meeting them in general, Maisha, was just like a pleasure. It
Special.
really honestly was.
That's pretty special. That's cool too.
Well, the more special part about it that it's a mother-daughter connection. That's the special
Yeah,
part about it. So, in case you guys don't
that's
know, make
dope.
sure that you guys follow Kamer Avenue, man. Shout out to those ladies. Um, I forgot where else we went. Um, where? Burner? Oh, Rocky Patel,
So,
Burn. Yeah.
oh wow, yeah, okay.
Yo, fantastic spot. Um, very, when you have you ever been to Burn?
No,
So it's laid out as a bar, restaurant, got the humidor in there. You know how sometimes you can take a place that could be a restaurant that happens to have a humidor?
yeah, I love
This is
those.
not this is not Burn.
Okay,
This is everything is encompassed in one. Everywhere that you go in there, everybody's got a cigar. Everybody's sitting down with a cigar. You got your food there. One of the only places again that you can eat and smoke at the same time.
my
So
favorite.
fantastic. Yeah, I mean it was such a great place. Of course, people always gonna say, "Well, dang, when the price is high, yeah, price is a little high," but it's the experience. It's the
Got it,
experience
got
that
it.
you get while you're there.
Now, when I
So
travel for work, I look for those places so it doesn't say cigar lounge on my work receipt. So if it's a restaurant and a cigar
right,
lounge, I look for
Yay.
those wherever I go. I'm not even
Right.
kidding. Yeah.
You have them skew the receipt to it so it doesn't show
They
cigars.
don't see it. All they see is a meal and maybe a cocktail
No,
because
okay, all right.
everything is the itemized one I don't turn that one in. But the one that just says the total and the location doesn't say
Right.
cigar lounge. I look for those.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, the other place that we went to was Legacy Brother Cigars. So they're kind of like on the outskirts. Um,
Okay.
got a chance to catch up with one of my favorite people. She goes by the Ashtonary on Instagram, or you can follow
Oh,
her at
that's
Vino and
cool.
Leaf. Um, there's some things that she's working on. Got a chance to talk to her and vibe with her. I mean, she's got a lot of stuff going on. So if you guys want to follow her, make sure that you do follow her at Vino and Leaf on Instagram or the Ashtonary. Very, very tough sister. Love what she has going on. Really, really do. So
That's
yeah,
very
it was
nice.
it was a full couple of days, man. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm tired. I'm tired, and it's hard to
Leo
get me
doesn't get
tired.
tired, guys. I make fun of him because I'll receive notifications that he is awake at some 2 to 4 a.m. hours of the morning
Right.
talking business. And he'll be like, did you at least get a nap in before you start spewing details? But for you to be tired, yeah, you must have been going and going. But you like we said before, we talked earlier, it's like the time change will catch up with you.
Man,
It
man.
will catch up
You know,
with you. You can be having a
I
good
was
time for 2 days.
right, and I was telling you is that I feel fine, but my eyes are like restless right now. They are just like ready to pop out my skull. But you know what? I'm gonna keep it moving.
No lessons learned here, guys.
I'm gonna pass out when I get back to San Diego. Don't y'all worry about it.
Exactly. Exactly.
My man Mark Melvin, what's going on, man? My man Mr. Q Funk up in there. Oh man. So, yeah, ran into Dr. Q Funk too while I was out here twice by accident. So
You mean
ran
like in
into
a
him.
cigar lounge, though?
Oh yeah, just so happened, right? What a
Obviously. Yeah.
coincidence.
Yeah.
But
Obviously. Okay.
we were chilling. We were chilling at Havana Cigar Lounge, and Jennifer from Kramer Avenue said, "You know Leo from Barrels and Lee?" He was like, "Yeah." She said, "He outside." He said, "What?" I had texted this dude like a week and a half before I came out here.
To say
He
you were
said, "Oh
coming.
man, yeah." So anyway, got in out here, and then we were chilling here in Highland one night, and I saw him again. So it was good to catch up with people that you see on
That's dope.
Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, and just to say, hey, put a name to a face, or well, I really have said, put a face to a voice now,
Sure.
So
Yeah.
that's what it is. Hey, Fred, you're right, man. What is sleep? Sleep is hard to do, man. Whenever you're trying to run something like this. Oh,
I need you
yeah,
to say Fred's whole name.
Cigar Head Fred. Oh
Don't be leaving
man.
out the best part, Cigar Head Fred. I wonder if I could change mine to Cigar Head Maisha. Would you guys enjoy that?
I don't think I would do that. I don't think I would say that. Not on a regular basis. Cigar Head Maisha would not flow well.
You just said it.
It just doesn't flow. I had to think about it.
I got you on film saying it now.
Oh my God. Oh man. So, but no, it's been a ton of fun being out here, man. I made some other connections while I'm out here as well. So it's just been a blast, to come to Atlanta. I don't like to say where I'm from, but another place that I've lived and laid some roots down in. I came out here to celebrate my daughter's birthday. That was great. So it was just a good time. It was good to be back. It was good to see people, see some other people that I haven't seen. So it was a fantastic time. Fantastic time.
That's good. That's good.
Donald Huggins, my man, he said he had a great coffee at Havana Cigar Lounge. That's what
Great
it's all about.
coffee.
Coffee and
Yeah.
cigars goes hand in hand. So I didn't get a chance to try coffee.
Somewhat beg to differ.
Well, yeah, but
Coffee and cigars, or coffee and whiskey, like you.
right. I didn't get a chance to try any coffee. I had me some whiskeys while I was there. But yeah, no, it was fantastic. It was just a great time. Great time. Mark said Legacy is 5 minutes from where he lives. That's a great
Oh,
place. That's a
wow.
great place. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I can't talk enough about that place. It's one of those places where it's like a homey kind of lounge, you know? I mean, it's
Okay.
open. It's probably got to be about 2,500 square feet. I mean, the humidor itself has to be like 20 by 20. It's a
That's nutso.
fantastic spot. Fantastic spot, man. I mean, great time. Great time. But yeah, I've had a blast
How
out here. I've really had a blast.
how are the how are how's the city handling COVID?
Ain't no damn COVID here. That's how they
People just
handle it.
going with their lives now.
It's
Okay.
regular old Atlanta, you know.
Are
I
people at
mean,
least being careful? Like, are they still wearing masks or no?
they wearing masks, but
Okay.
everybody out doing the same. All the businesses are open.
Got it. Okay.
It's crazy because when I start telling people about what's going on in California, they're like, "Wow, wow, no, we wide
Yeah. Yeah, we stuck like a truck.
open." I'm like, "Yeah, I see. Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's
Still on
crazy." But yeah,
lockdown today.
it's the difference, you know. Right. Exactly. I'm just looking at myself come across the phone what the governor's talking about. I'm like, man, still going down.
Yeah. No
But
end.
I'm in the A, and it's been fun. You know, tomorrow's my last day. I'm probably gonna try to chill out and make the best of tomorrow, and come on back to the
Tomorrow's
house.
your
No,
last
no,
day?
because yeah, tomorrow's my last day. I'm catching a flight like 4 o'clock. So yeah, yeah,
Okay.
been fun, been fun. But let's because I know that we're
All
waiting
good
on
things
Chris.
must come to an end.
Oh hell yeah, and it's been good. But I know we're waiting on Chris. Chris is taking care of some business. He's actually on the road to come here today. Um, ran into a couple of things before he was able to get out of there. But we're gonna hit up a couple of lounges while he's here, and then I'm going back to the room, and I'm gonna try to get me some good sleep before I have to catch this plane.
There's a concept. Try to
Oh
get some
man,
sleep as a human.
right, exactly. It's a human. Oh man. So, but yeah, it's been fun, man. But I definitely I want to get to part of what we're here to talk about. So I took this picture.
Oh, I
Um,
love that.
yeah, it was
I
great. You know,
love that.
I put up so many other pictures the other day. I'll probably post a couple more today before I leave, but it was fantastic to see that again. They've actually looked it up a little bit. You know, there's the new Ebenezer, which is across the way. You know, I'm sorry, no, it's not new Ebenezer. They still got Ebenezer open, but it was closed down due to COVID and
Okay.
price reasons.
I saw that
But
photo. Yeah.
yeah, but
What do you mean across the way? They built another Ebenezer across from the one that he used to go to?
it's yeah, it's in a brick building, but it's just across the way, literally like
Okay.
cross street. You can step out cross street and you're right there at it.
Got it.
Um, you know, they have a rec center that's here also, that's behind Ebenezer as well. Um, but the gift shop was open when I went, and you know, saw some artifacts. Um, saw something that was really really cool. They had a picture of all of our civil rights activists, and it was great. I mean, there was the lady that was civil rights activist as well on a picture. I can't remember if I posted that one or not, but if I didn't, I will make sure to post that one today. I just got to go through the feed and see what happened. But it was a
Yeah.
remarkable time to really come and relive what I've already known for years and have seen. But because I've
Yeah.
been away for so long, it was great to come and relive that again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it was fantastic. Yeah, Mark said the new Ebenezer is now the main
Oh, he said that's
facility.
his church. Okay.
Yeah, that's his church.
And I
Yeah,
also saw what he said about Atlanta and COVID. He was like, hospitals are 100% capacity, but they still wide open.
wide open, wide open. I just talked to my cousin, you
We
know,
couldn't
before
do
we
that.
got
We
here.
couldn't do that. If we were wide open, we would never.
We wouldn't make it.
We could barely recover being shut down.
Mm-hmm. It's
They're
it's
gonna have
it's,
to.
it's too much.
It's a lot.
It's too much. But no, so what I wanted to do was I was fiddling around, you know, and I know we talked about it, but I found some great quotes from Dr. King, which is
Well, who has the
probably
best quotes in all the land? Martin Luther King and or Malcolm X?
Well, there's people that argue. They'll say that Donald Trump, but we ain't get to talk about that either.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, okay. You got a point. You got a point. Since especially he is living during the social media time. I can imagine if we had
He
social
ain't.
media with MLK and Malcolm, that'd be all we'd be quoting. What's your favorite Trump quote? I'll wait.
Oh wait. Oh my goodness, man.
What's your favorite
So
Trump quote?
so I think
No
before
shade.
we
I just
get it,
like to know what it is.
you talking about me because I don't have one.
No, I know you don't, but I'm saying for our listeners, like you said, some would argue that has better quotes.
Right.
I'm here for it.
So I want to do this before we go any further because we have something that we want to reintroduce or we want to introduce to the people.
Okay.
And because I said the word activist already, I wanted to make sure I got that out before we started this.
Activists.
We are starting a game for the viewers. So it is called Say Word. So I will let Maisha actually introduce how we're gonna play this game throughout.
And you gotta look like a fool when you say word. I got that part. I got that part. I don't mind being the butt of the joke sometimes at my own expense. But say word is just a drinking game, guys. We're gonna try to choose a word of the day, and when you hear us say, Leo,
Activists,
take a drink.
take a drink. I said it.
And I'll be taking a drink.
So I am sipping on Jameson today. Looks like you have the Don
I am
Julio
sipping on some
Blanco.
scissor.
So if you guys hear us say that word,
If you hear the word activist,
take a drink.
have a sip.
You just said it.
Activist, I'm gonna catch up. 1, 2, 3.
You just did. You said it twice.
Not
So
even noon here in LA. Just FYI.
almost. So if you
Don't
guys hear us
judge.
say the word, you guys make sure that you guys chime in. Say yo, take a drink, or however y'all want to do it. Because today we are talking about one of the greatest leaders of our time. um,
Greatest
so
activist of all time.
So this is what we're gonna do, and I guarantee you, I'm gonna continue to say the word activist just because that's what it is. But I want to give one of my quotes from Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. He says, "Every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of obstructionists."
Love that. And the thing is, it's like these quotes don't get outdated, guys.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
They're not outdated. You know what I'm saying?
Um,
Still
you
so
know,
relevant.
it's too relevant. I mean, it's something that I actually saw while I was here. It's at the King Center, and it was a quote from President King, and
Okay.
it says that I'm going to read it from my phone. I'm sorry, guys. It says, "People who think nonviolence is easy don't realize that it's a spiritual discipline that requires a great deal of strength, growth, and purging of the self so that one can overcome almost any obstacle for the good of all without being concerned about one's own welfare." And that's
Facts.
from Coretta Scott King. The woman knew what she was doing as
You know what
well.
I'm saying?
Beautiful soul, beautiful soul. I mean, that's one of the things I
Beautiful
looked at. I was
soul.
like, yo,
Yeah. Yeah.
because the last time I was here, there's a wall, and like I said, I'll put the pictures up, but there's a wall that has her quotes on it. And that wasn't here the last time before I moved. So it was fantastic to see that. And to see that quote, I was like, oh, I was just really taken aback. Really taken aback. So for all you guys out there right now, at the time, I want you guys to go ahead and put in what it is that you're smoking and what you're drinking as we continue our talk about Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Because I am smoking on something that is rather new and can't be disclosed right now. But it
Oh,
is
really?
definitely a hell of a cigar. Yeah, I can't say anything right now. I'm
That's
waiting on
like
Chris to get
that
here.
is a tease and a half.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Chris to get here so I can tell him what this cigar is. But I can't
Okay.
tell everybody else. I'll tell you offline, Maya. I'm sorry. But you guys
Oh,
put in
okay.
what you guys are smoking and what you
Look, I
guys
don't
are
really care
drinking
about. Oh,
today.
I want to know.
Put in what you guys are smoking and drinking, man. And also, you know what I would like everybody to do? I know that normally we do this on Zooms, but what I'd like everybody to do right now who's watching, please go ahead and make sure that you put in your Instagram name, your Facebook name, so that people start following you guys. I think that'd be a great idea to do.
Yeah, that'll be fun because I like to follow people who follow us. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
And I want to
Gives
make
me
sure
a
that you
little
guys, yeah, I want to make
bird's
sure that
eye view of what they're
everybody,
doing.
want to make sure everybody subscribes and follows and all of that good stuff. So you guys know who we are, you know what we do, but nonetheless, Mike. So let me ask you, what as you were coming up, we came up around the same time. As you were coming up, what's one of the things that you remember? What's one of the things that you
Nobody
remember
knows.
about Dr. King?
I think for me is like so. Yeah, we did come up around the same time, and I think back in the '80s, like when I was in elementary school, it seems like it was forced education.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my mother used to always say it's not Black history, it's American history,
That's correct.
So I do feel like, it was forced for them to teach us during February.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Um, but luckily my mom was an educator, and I'm Black. Obviously, it was these types of figures in our lives we crave it even to this day,
right.
so I just remember like having the importance of celebrating this day and like the how hard it was to even get him a national federal holiday,
Federal.
federal holiday
Yep,
for
yep.
someone. If when you think about him, you think about nonviolence, like so
Right.
someone who made history, Pulitzer Prize winner, because he didn't want us fighting and he wanted us to get along. So it's kind of bizarre, that, I don't know what's being taught in the schools now. I don't know if it's relevant still. I don't know. I hope so, because it's
From what
still
I
very important to us,
from what I'm hearing from some of my teacher friends, they really don't teach Black history. It's now kind of merged into history altogether.
which it should be.
It should be. I think once you go through certain eras, you talk about what happened during that era. Yeah,
Got it. Got it. Okay. And that's fair.
yeah.
I just never like, I just remember it being like just February, and the joke goes, it's the shortest month of the year. That's the one they give us.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So, it's always been so very important to me, like even I grew up in LA. So we had a couple of different parades going down Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Right.
And that was always so fun, which I was in a few of them. It was always so fun. I even wanted to just watch, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know if that's happening. You can't even gather now for a parade because of COVID, but
No,
I
there's
always looked
there's not any
forward to
parades
that.
going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So meaningful and so still threaded in our
yeah. It's
lives,
just
and I never wanted to go away.
right, right. No, I know I don't. It's kind of crazy to see how things are kind of dissipating. And I like the fact that we want to become one nation, but we still have to acknowledge certain things. In my honest opinion, I know when I was coming up, and I I actually did a lot of Black history research. I don't know what me, but there was a book put in my hand called Roots, and there was another one put in my
Yeah,
hand called Malcolm X.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so, once I started going and started reading and started understanding, I dig and dig and dig and do more research to find out more about my history. And what Dr. King means to me is that, we can get through a lot of things if we work together. But sometimes we're afraid to work together because we're afraid that somebody's going to get a little bit more than what I'm getting. And there's nothing wrong because that's just not your lane. That ain't what
Right.
you're trying to do. I hear this in the cigar industry, amongst like lounges and stuff like that. People are upset with each other. It's like, yo, man, do
Yeah.
what you got to do. I do what I got to do. Hey, we
Yeah.
can always help each other. We may have to cross paths at a different time, but we can always help each other.
It
Always.
always you may cross paths. It's very true. This cigar industry is very small,
Right, right.
small
You
and
know,
wide.
you had something that you wanted to bring up about king and tobacco.
I do, which I hope people will get this. Let me pull up the details really fast because um I know like Black History Month, and of course we're celebrating the birth of him. I also like, I'm just a fun time girl. So I also like to find like fun facts. Like you
Yeah,
gave me a fun fact about you last week. You was like, you for the Cardinals. Like, hello. So this one I found in particularly um, interesting, especially as a cigar smoker. So here's what
right.
I found as a MLK fun fact. As a child, Martin Luther King would travel to Connecticut to harvest tobacco.
What? Who?
It says this experience up north was his first interaction in a less segregated environment. Here's a quote from him: "After we passed Washington, there was no discrimination at all. The white people here are very nice. We can go any place we want and sit anywhere we want to." Fascinating. Fun
Especially
fact:
during them
tobacco,
times.
especially during them times. And it took him to leave his southern bubble to find out that not everybody is
Don't like us.
segregated. Not
Right,
everybody doesn't like us. Not everybody is racist. There
right.
was no, he, like you said, he can sit anywhere and he can go anywhere, which is fantastic.
Now, did
Is
you
that
find
is
anything that
that
said
cool?
that he smoked cigars? Did he smoke
I
cigars?
didn't. I didn't. I think
Okay,
I found something that said he smoked cigarettes.
that I do remember. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think
all right.
he's been photographed with cigarettes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Uh huh.
So perhaps
Mm.
what if he had not gone to Connecticut, right? That's like the conversation. If he had not gone to Connecticut and then found out, oh, this is basically Southern against Black people in my home state, hometown. And then you leave the state and find out, oh, it's happening, but it's not as hardcore as it
Well, that's why.
was in Georgia.
But I think that's why he was the activist that he was. He was very into the communities. He was very much into. Oh, shit, sorry. He was very much into the community. He wanted to do something for the people. You know, if you don't understand what's going on in the country, if you only understand exactly where you are, then it's going to be a problem.
Yeah. That's a lingering problem, actually. It follows you to adulthood. I mean, we've seen that. You know,
Right. Yep.
I have so many friends and family that because I people say that we live in California, I live in LA, and we're in such a bubble that you think they're not using the N word in other states. Oh, yes, they are,
Oh, 100%.
and it's negative because now we have to
Correct.
explain the N word. It's negative. It's to hurt us. It's to weaponize us. So just I rest assured that that kind of shit is still happening.
Oh, it's you know what? Even in California, man. I mean, I know what happens.
Yeah, it's just they just
I
hide it better.
right. It's well hidden. And one of the things I definitely want to talk about because I came out to Atlanta. God, I'm probably gonna date myself for real. Came out to Atlanta back in '94, right?
94. Let's
And
do the math, y'all.
shut up. So me and my pops, we used to always take these Sunday morning trips, right? And this is a little fun fact about Leo. So
See?
we were riding in this place. Well, my parents lived in this place called Hot Springs, which for a while back when, it was kind of known as like a KKK kind of area, right? So me and Pop, we jump in the car one day. We're going down to the local McDonald's. That's where we went. And hey, what's up, Brandy? Brandy said, "What's happening, Mike?" So we're going
Oh,
down
what's
to the
up,
local.
Brandy?
We're going down to the local McDonald's. And as we're driving, so I'm in the passenger side, Dad's driving, and I see ahead of me what appears to be KKK members in all of their guards.
I was gonna say, in what appears, in what appearance?
Right. So all their
White
guards,
hoods?
white hoods,
Huh?
right? Huh? Yeah. Wait,
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna get
say,
to it.
how old were you? But I'm scared to ask.
Oh,
But it was the
see,
90s. You said 94?
see, yeah, I'm gonna date myself. So
That
no, I'm
wasn't
not
that
gonna tell
long
how old I
ago,
was.
is my point.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So what happened was that we had this stop sign that we came up to. That's where they were standing. Check this now. Pops looked at me because of everything that he's taught me, raised me, learning your heritage and all that stuff. Pop pulls up, stops, rolls down the window, and said, "Hey, can I have one of the flyers?" Dude said, "Yeah." I'm sitting in the passenger seat. This dude reached his hand right across me. Pops took the flyer, took his hand back. Dad rolled up. I looked at my dad like you looking at me right now. He said, "What's the problem, son?" I said, "That's the Klan." He said, "And there's men underneath that shit. They bleed just like me and you. They may have a different ideology, but they bleed just like me and you." You want to talk about a life lesson?
That
That was a life lesson.
I'm
It
applying
was
it to my life now.
it was hard to resist. It was hard to resist because I was ready to open up the door to this kind of business. But when you think about Dr. King, nonviolent, people can be who they are. You don't have to always do that. But one of my biggest followers was Malcolm X, so I didn't believe in that.
That's because you look like Malcolm. Anyway,
So
so what do you think that what do you think that your dad, was he trying to prove a point even to them? Like, I'll take a flyer.
he was. He was trying to prove a point because well, I don't think that he was honestly trying to prove a point to them, in my honest opinion. I think what he wanted to do was to show, hey, we can do this. It's okay to talk to me. I think that's what he was trying to show, that it's okay to talk to me. You know, I don't know if that's what I never really. Well,
Well, it was
I remember
definitely a
asking him,
lesson
why
for
do you
you
do that?
too. It was a lesson for you too.
Yo,
Like,
it, it was crazy. Yo, you know
it
what,
was
Chris?
scary. I was like, y'all got some weapons in the car? What's going on?
Not back then. You know what, Chris? I'll be back very soon.
Your followers do
I
not
appreciate it.
mind giving you a hard time. I dig it. I dig it a lot.
Hey, you know what? And they know I don't mind taking it. It's not even a problem. It's not even a problem. But yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
just what I think. But there was a lesson there. There was a lesson of self-control. For me,
sure, sure.
that's what it was. It was a lesson of self-control. So it that's where I am more in control of what I do, what I think, how I react to things. I don't have to blow up as much as I know I can. I don't have to blow up. I'm gonna give you a shot. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give you a chance. But after that, your ass
yeah,
is mine. you know. So
yeah.
it is what it is. But no, that was a great lesson. And being here in Atlanta
That's
because it
pretty
was it was
profound.
a
You know,
suburb
it's
of
like,
Atlanta.
and that you said that
Yeah.
he was willingly. You, first of all, let me say this: he was willing to give your father the flyer. So it wasn't like scram in word. You
Right.
gave it to him.
Yep. And you know what?
But it
The
also
funny
makes
part
me think
about it.
of.
The funny part
Mhm.
about it, when we rolled down the window, we didn't. We didn't. When we rolled down the window, we didn't hear none of that.
Right, right, right.
It was fantastic. I don't know. I mean, because I was expecting a lot worse.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna lie. So it just reminds me of the Dave Chappelle skit. If you recall the Dave Chappelle skit, the black
Yes, I
man,
do.
the blind black
Right.
man who
Black
was
man
a
who was
part
a
of the
Klansman.
KKK, who was spewing N word and racial hate
Right.
towards
Right.
People that look like him, but he didn't know.
Oh man. Right. Right. He didn't know. My man
He didn't know he
Smokey,
was
what's
talking about his
good,
own
bro?
people. What's up, Smokey Z?
You know he's he was talking about himself.
He was. He was.
You know, all
Which I don't know why it's so
right.
funny,
You
but
know,
of course Dave Chappelle made it funny.
Dave Chappelle is historic. There's nothing that you can do. Yeah, Clayton Bigsby. Thank you, Easy. Clayton Bigsby. Um,
Ah,
you know, it's so historic, man. You know what Martin Luther King is to this city. The Atlanta Hawks. I'm looking at it right now. The Atlanta Hawks. I don't know if anybody has noticed. If you follow basketball, their jersey does not say Hawks. It does not say Atlanta. It says MLK.
I
That's
didn't
a
know that.
nice
Or that's
tribute.
just for today? Or is that forever?
That's just for today.
For today? That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
So who
They're
they gonna
playing
lose
right
to
now.
today?
Look, don't talk about the Hawks like that. You know, I can't say that out loud, but they're
Sorry.
playing the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Ooh, that's a toss-up.
Oh man, that's deep. I can't go there with you. I can't go there with you. But no, you know, this city is so rich
Yeah. What's the
in
vibe? Does it feel
history.
like that too? Like everywhere you go, it's like that all the time, probably. But I'm just saying, what's the vibe? People celebrating, people have the day off.
Well, you know, it
Like his
is a day
actual
off
birthday
here. Normally
was his actual birthday the 15th? What was the
it
actual
was
day?
the 15th. Yeah,
15th,
the
yeah.
15th. Yeah, and you know, the vibe here is. I want to say it is what like it always is, um, but it's not. To me, I guess. To me, I would think that there would be more, but you know, with the fact that you know they can't have the parade like they normally do every year of COVID,
Yeah,
it's a little bit more dialed down, I would say. I did see some
yeah.
stuff on the news. You know, they definitely did that, but you know, I mean, we're in a different culture now. We're in a different atmosphere.
So true.
Rob said, now if the Hawks could win a game,
See, I'm not alone. I'm not alone.
and I caught up with my man Rob last night at Life and Times. You know, that was a great time. It's always good seeing my man Rob. In case you don't know, he goes by Traveling Cigars. And again, I'll ask everybody, please put in your Instagram or Facebook handle so that everybody can understand where to find you at for all you guys that popped on now. But yeah, it was great to see Rob last night. You know, Rob brought up
Y'all was cutting up.
huh?
Y'all was cutting up.
Well, of course we was cutting up. There ain't nothing else to do but to cut up. So, but no, Rob,
That's how you
you
get in
know, with it
trouble.
being, you know, yeah, but we stayed out of it last night. But no, he brought up a story that you know he called me about. Had to deal with his daughter, and you know to kind of basically explain the climate at the time of the George Floyd incident, why Black folks were so angry and upset. And you know he had his daughter in the car with him on a car ride, and I guess I didn't know that she was on speakerphone, and she could hear me talk. And he thanks me for that, and I don't think of it as a thank you. It's just one of the things that we have a hard time being able to sit and talk about whenever someone doesn't have an open ear. And I think that was the greatest thing that Rob did is that it was a very open ear. He wasn't afraid to listen. It's not like I said anything crazy. It's just that I presented facts, you know.
Sure.
Um, but it was a good conversation for me. Obviously, it was a great conversation for him, and it was a damn good conversation for his daughter.
Well, how old is she?
I guess she wanted to be more. She's 17.
Oh, yeah, that probably was good for her.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling that she wants to be somewhat of an activist in the community here too, as well. As I get reminded, I need to take a drink. Sorry. And it was a great conversation, I think. From what I get from Rob, it was a fantastic conversation. And you know, if she does become an activist
You
in
know
this
what?
community,
Sometimes you just
I think it would be a great
we
thing.
try not to say it. If you hear the word activist, take a drink.
There was no other way to say it at
You
that
know,
time. Yeah. So in case you
sometimes,
don't know what
you
we're
know,
talking
as a
about,
young person,
we've introduced a game that we call Say Word.
say word.
And what we do is that every time that we say a word, of the day, then we have to take a drink. So today's word is activist. So if you guys see us do that, then please make sure that you remind us if we
Take a
don't take a
sip.
drink, because we don't know where this is going to go today. Oh man. So what's going on there, Carolina? How you doing? He said, "What's up, Mai?"
What's up? Don't sip and drive.
Don't sit and drive, please don't. But I'm sorry, I think I cut you off. You were about to say something.
Who, me? I don't remember. It's tequila.
It's the tequila. I am drinking Jameson, by the way. She is drinking tequila. I'm
Tequila
surprised
with a
that you're
little
not smoking.
splash of OJ. I am. I was just so engulfed in the chatter about the activists. I didn't want that to go away.
God damn it. Here we go again. All right, thank you.
Well, I mean, at least it's almost noon here.
Yeah, almost noon.
Yeah.
So, Fred, shut up.
Cigar head Fred. You got to say the whole name.
Sorry, cigar head Fred, shut up. So,
Activist,
Rob,
activist.
right? Damn it, Maisha.
I'll take that
You
as
said
one.
it.
This one guy.
Jesus. All right, so
Oh my
Rob
God,
said
I
it was
love
great
that
for
from
her.
Rob. I love
She
that.
saw her dad ask for help and saw someone be there for me as well as seeing adults having a real conversation.
That he had someone to ask without
Right.
shame or embarrassment. He had someone in his life, in his circle, that he can go to and get some real, honest information that was helpful to him and his daughter. I love that. That's why we're here. That's really ultimately all we want, guys. When you have a better
Yeah.
understanding of things, people don't like what they don't know. When you have a better understanding of things, then it
Right.
opens your mind and your heart to receive what is different. I ain't gonna be preaching out here.
It takes being open. It just takes being open. One of the things my man Chris always says is that it's just having a seat at the table. You know,
For sure.
that's
For
that seat
sure.
at the table takes finessing. It takes talking. It takes understanding. It takes listening. It takes being able to open your eyes and really see what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's something that I have studied for years and years and years. I mean, I can talk about it until I turn blue in the face. I actually had a chance to be on the show for the guys from How About That Cigar. They have their own cigar talk show as well, and they reached out to me directly and said, "Hey, Leo, we'd love if you could come on and talk about this. Whatever you want to talk about." I said, "Well, wait a minute. What do you mean, whatever I want to talk about? Because I can go as deep as you want to, or be as shallow as you want to." And he said, "Whatever you want to say." And to be able to sit there, to have open ears to what's going on in our community, and I mean our community, in the Black community, to have open
Sure.
ears, to have open arms, that means a lot. That means that someone is willing to listen, someone is willing to understand, someone is willing to take the time to learn what's going on in the culture, because
Yeah.
it's a rich culture, and one of the things I brought up is that you can't learn this culture in a couple of hours. You have to really dig back. You have to go and research, because it started from the first person that was put on the boat. But even then, it starts before the one that was put on the boat, because there was an infiltration, So there's a deep history, and I'm not going to go into all of that today. That's for another show, maybe
Well,
during
they're always
Black
saying that
History Month.
our past is our present.
That's correct.
I mean and that's why we're saying what the activist Dr. King was saying, still relevant today.
Take a drink.
Still, it's 2021, guys. Cheers.
Thanks a lot, Maisha. But yes, communication is key. Communication is
key.
very
And
much
that's
key.
all around. It's like, in your life, in your family, in your spouses, or
That's right.
communicate these thoughts,
Right. Like Kenny said, that's how we gain allies for our cause, spiritual knowledge, It, but you know
Thank you, Kenny.
the same thing kind of works in reverse even for us as well. Is that we
Yeah,
have to be willing to listen, you know, to be able to understand how we need to address the other side as well. You know, so there's a
for
lot
sure.
that goes into what Dr. King has done for us, what Malcolm X has done for us. You know, there's so many people I could sit here and just keep battling on, but that's
Yeah,
what it all came down to. You know, and I was telling somebody the other day is that, you know, we're still out here trying to fight for equal rights, even during the Capitol storming.
even during a pandemic, we're trying to
Right.
fight to stay alive, and you busted in doors to the Capitol for what?
The Capitol is
It's a
ours. That's what we're saying.
revolution. Did you see that dumb broad? That was you. It's a revolution. You didn't see that clip?
I didn't see that one.
We're busting in the Capitol. It's a revolution. But you don't even know.
Hey,
Sorry, guys.
I,
Sorry.
I know why this is being said to me. My man Cigar Mike is in the house. What up, Mike? I was expecting to see you here. This quote is, "You will be dealt with severely, Leo." I think I
Oh,
understand why you say that, brother.
oh. Is that because you're there and he's somewhere else?
He's supposed to be here. He just came back from Black Smoke, Miami. We were
I know
supposed to
that.
catch up, but I think there's a seat that's in the house that I have been a part of.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think I made my rounds. I think I made my way.
yeah.
Hey, Mike, come on down, man. I'll be here for a little bit. But no, you know, I mean, it's just the whole the, the whole listening part about equality is not necessarily always open for ears. You know,
No,
I mean, it you know, I've gotten into deep conversations to where it took me to that point where I was ready to throw hands. It's like, you know, well, what do you want? We've already let you vote. We've already given you the rights. Like, wait a minute, mother. Come on,
people really do feel that
it's
way.
so
What
much
else
more.
do you want? Yeah.
Right, right. Oh, he's still in Miami. He's still in Miami. All right.
Hmm. Okay.
No, Brandy, I might not be sitting in his seat today. Not
Oh, but
today,
you
but
have been sitting in his seat while
the
you've been there.
seat, the seat was for Theo.
So he has his own seat. I ain't even gonna lie. I got my own seat at Second Street, so I'm not even gonna shade you, Cigar Mike. I ain't gonna shade you.
I'm trying to get my own seat here at Highland too, because I'm gonna be back.
Man, I love Highland.
Highland
I
is a
miss it
spot.
so much.
It was a great
Yeah.
time here. You know, we came here and watched football games the other day. Uh, we watched
Have you been
the
eating good?
Bills.
You can also get some good eats in Atlanta.
Listen, listen. Eating good hasn't been even on my agenda. I've had to hit up so many freaking lounges, Maisha. It's been crazy. I can't tell you how many damn lounges are here in Atlanta. It is
A
stupid.
lot.
It is
I didn't hear
stupid.
you say you didn't make it to fellowship. It was because you can't get in with that beanie on. That's number one.
I went to I went to fellowship. When did I go to fellowship? I don't know if it was 2019. I think is when I went to fellowship because I came out here and got with
Okay.
Mike again. Because I
Okay.
was out here. I was with Tobacco Cigar Company,
Okay.
and I was doing an event out here, and
Okay.
met up with Mike, and we went up to met up at fellowship. I met him at Timex Hill the first time, but then we went over to fellowship. So yeah, I've been to fellowship. I've been there. Um, but I wanted to hit
That's
some of the
cool.
other lounges on this round
Sure.
and be able to have a good time. You know, see some other things, some other places, meet some other people, make some other connections. It's been a hell of a time here, man. I mean, it really has been. I love how the vibe here in Atlanta. But Mike, I will say, Highland is going to have to be my new spot, man. It's my hangout.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You see that? You
He
see that?
probably gonna he probably gonna be like, you need to be pre-approved. He
And
might
it's
have
not
an
I only
application for
wanted.
you.
I did not only want cigars. I wanted to make some connections and meet some other people. It was just they happened to be at cigar lounges.
It's true.
That's right.
Those are our
That's right.
people.
Yeah,
Cigar
yeah. That's what we
smokers
do.
are our people.
So, it was a great time being here in Atlanta. It was fun. It was what I expected and even a little bit more, you know.
Right.
So I can't say that it was a bad trip. I can't say I'm going home empty-handed. I mean, my cup overfloweth. That's what I can say. My cup overfloweth. It was a
That's dope.
great time. So I ain't mad. It was a good time. So I'm gonna share one of my other quotes from Dr. King. He said that
Yes.
rarely do we find men who willingly engage in hard, solid thinking. There is an almost universal quest for easy answers and half-baked solutions. Nothing pains some people more than having to think.
Again, another quote that is relevant today, especially today, because all of our information, all of our thinking comes from our phones. Even more relevant today than before, because we don't have to think about anything. We just pop it up on our phones. I mean, I think about it too. Like, I probably have one, maybe two phone numbers in my brain for emergencies.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But for me to retain the information, which, I'm not doing because it's in my pocket.
Look, I'm gonna tell you.
And he's right. I mean, it hurts me to retain it.
I was listening to a radio station down in San Diego, and they put a challenge out to everybody. And they wanted people to call into the radio station. They said, if you can remember 5 people's phone numbers that you do not have to look up in your phone, give us a call. I think there were 2 people that called.
And they probably was cheating.
Yeah, they probably was cheating. But I'm just saying, they only took, I don't say they only took, but only 2 people called in. So, I think I can only remember 3 people's phone numbers. That was it.
Yeah, so I think, and probably the 2 phone numbers that I do know, not even family members.
Oh, wow.
No.
I remember my mom's phone number because she done had it for about 20 years.
See, that's special.
Yeah. Brandy. That's a real good try. That's a real good try, Brandy. She said, what's the word of the day again? I didn't say it.
Activists. We're all our own activists, by the way. That's what it said. When you had the conversation with your boy and he had his daughter in the car with him. Sometimes I do think because I try not to get too deep, always, I can be really passionate about things. This in particular, you become your own activist. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that you should say, those people are not activists. They are evangelicals.
Okay. Just so you can stop drinking, I'll say evangelicals. I can't even say it's too much tequila.
This Jameson's doing what it's supposed to do very lightly. Very lightly doing it.
Is it kicking in?
Oh no, they ain't kicking in. It's just it's getting there. It's getting there. Yes, thank you, Brandy. See, Brandy is on my team. She said that's the perfect way to say it. See, I can go with that because
that's called
people
cheating,
sit down and they evangelize.
That's called cheating.
Listen, look, wait, I got a phone call.
You have a phone call while we're on air?
This is Leo at Highland Cigar Lounge. How can I help you? I can't hear nobody talking.
COVID.
Hello? Don't play with you. What you talking about? In case y'all don't know, we have Cigar Mike on the line right now. I wish I could put this through.
Of course.
Mike, what's going on, man? How you doing out there, Miami, brother? I know it, man. You got to do what you got to do, man. In Miami, you have fun out there while you're doing it, man. Just be safe out there. I know it's crazy out there now. the state of Florida with this whole COVID thing, man. But dude, I really was expecting to see you. I was gonna text you and say, "Yo, man, I'm going down to Highland. Let's meet up." But obviously, there was a reason why I didn't, because you still there. Yeah, she took care of me, man. So in case you guys don't know, the hostess brought me a great cigar here from Blackbird Cigar Company. So I'm I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. I appreciate it, Mike. Man, yo, we'll talk offline, man. We'll talk offline. I got some stuff I want to talk to you about. All right, brother. See you. And there it was, Cigar Mike in the
Now
house.
he know good and damn well we're live.
He know it. That's why he did it. So yeah, we gonna have to incorporate some kind of way to probably take phone calls, Maisha. We might have to do that.
We can do that. We can do
Cigar
that.
Mike might have just started something.
Either take a phone call or they can leave us a message. I think we can figure that out. Leave us a message and we can play it on air. We can figure that out. That's no problem.
Chris, I don't like you right now. You know me all too well.
Please keep calling them out, guys.
So no, man. I mean, Dr. King has been very influential in a lot of
Yeah,
people's
this is
lives.
very fun. I love having this opportunity to at least talk about him and talk
Right.
about things that we need to work on. That's a
Yeah.
constant struggle for Black people in America.
Right.
I love having this opportunity. I mean, we don't have to do it before his birthday, but we wanted to play homage to Martin Luther King, who still so relevant and precious to us.
Okay, I thought you was gonna say it. I put my class. Okay.
I didn't, but I'll say it
Right.
anyway.
Right.
Still,
All right.
the
To
activist
one of
in me, comes from MLK.
to one of the greatest activists to ever live.
Cheers.
So no. So in case some of y'all don't know what this means, but no, Fred, I am not. Excuse me, Maisha, cigar head, Fred. I am
Fred.
not doing the Ron Lane.
What is that?
I know how not to do that lean. I know how to compose myself. I know how to compose myself. Don't worry. We'll have to talk about that offline.
Are we referring to
That's
someone
another
in
inside
particular?
thing.
Okay.
Yes, someone that we both know, but I just won't put it out there.
Somebody
Yes.
that named Ron, I can figure this out. Somebody named Ron had too much to drink and he was leaning on Jesus. So that's
Nope, not
the
on
Ron
Jesus.
lean
Not
on the
not
ground.
on Jesus. No, just in his shell.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Brandy
Okay.
said, "My favorite MLK quote: I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear." I love
It is
that. I
exhausting.
love that.
I agree.
And like I
I
told
agree.
everybody, it, yeah, I asked everybody on the Instagram post. I said, please come with your MLK quotes. I love that. Thank you, Brandy, for actually reading the quote and or the description and actually buying into this on the show. So Candy said, Fred, it's okay. I'm on the second, third, and it hasn't changed much. When she's talking about her cigar, I am drinking a spicy ginger beer. With that, it changes the flavor a bit. So the cigar that she's actually smoking, because she's right here to my left, she's smoking
Oh,
the
come
Culture
on.
cigar.
Just come give me a shout out. Let me see your face.
Who? Candy? No, that's what the
Yeah.
show is about. No, just kidding. Here, there she is.
Hi.
She's she's watching on her device as well.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah.
That's
What's going
cool.
on, Terry? How you doing? So yeah. Mike, I like that one too. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Another quote.
So yeah. No, they're actually discussing the one that Brandy actually put up. They really
Okay,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah. Wait, Brandy, what are you talking about? You want a shirt? What are you talking about? You want a Barrels of Leaf shirt? Well, you know what that is. You just gotta get that website up. Send me that cash. I'll send you your product. It's real
Cash
simple.
App.
You got everything else. I
Cash
love
app
it.
that ass.
Hell yeah, cash out that. New hashtag.
That actually, that sounds very adult.
Yeah, that's a very much of a adult quote. Oh my God,
I'm sure
that's an
people have
adult
done
quote.
it.
But wait a minute. Look who popped in. We got the crew together.
Better late
What's up?
than never. Better late than never.
Yeah, man. What's going on, Chris?
Nothing, man. It's a long weekend, and you know, a good weekend actually. You know, had a good time with Philly, with Vincent. A great time with Vincent, man. But the size of
Oh, here we
it,
go with
it was
this. You driving and moving.
well. I'm on the way there. I told you that. Can
On
you
the
hear
way
me?
here.
Yeah, I'm on the way there. So, can you hear me or no? You can hear me? Yeah? No?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's
No,
Yeah, it's
I'm
a little
saying
choppy, but it's all
we
good.
hear you, but it's going in and out.
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause you know I'm going through the hills, and you know how it's going to Atlanta. But anyway, it was a good
The
Yeah.
hills
event
have
for the
eyes.
side. Yeah, the hills. It was another standard. Like a lot of people do, man. I don't know what it is, but people are curious or they just ready to smoke it. A lot of people, but it was a good. We had a
Man,
good time.
you are broken and stupid in a sense right now.
That's normal.
Is it breaking up? I got full bars, man. I got full bars. It must be your phone.
You sound better
Actually,
now.
we're having a very successful audio day today.
Oh, you know what it
Yes.
was? It was
Audio
like
and video.
I'm passing through areas that's picking up off of my spectrum, and they keep trying to ping me in. You know how your phone does
Got it.
that? They Wi-Fi search, Wi-Fi search. Yeah.
See,
So that's
this is that bullshit. This is that
This is that
bullshit.
bullshit. Leo's mustache is
Leo's
in the car
mustache
with
is with
Chris.
Chris.
nah, bro. Who the hell said that yet? Who the hell
Mike. Hey, Chris.
No comment.
So
Yeah.
since you came in, man, I'm gonna show you what I'm smoking.
Chris, do you know the word of the day?
Um, Carolina Blue. No. I heard it was with an A,
It's all
so
about
I
you.
can't say. I can't say what it is. I'm driving. I don't want to be drinking and driving.
Right.
That's never stopped you before, has it?
Always. I don't drink and drive. I might do other
I
things and
drink
drive.
before I drive. Oh, hold on.
Hey,
No, I might do some
wait
other
a minute.
stuff.
My man Chris came in and said Mike Bennett ride dirty. No, Chris,
Do
that's
what?
not Mike. Mike, that's not Mike. That's actually Chris. That's Chris.
Oh, that's right. I'll be riding dirty. But
Oh
yeah.
man.
I'm sorry, I missed the show. I was talking to the factory. You know, I haven't talked to him in on a business sense in about 2 weeks. So we had to talk today to get started for the upcoming month. So I'm excited. You know, everybody's excited. We introduced a new line this week, so everybody's good. You know, we introduced the F-Fuente line, and they're excited about it. I'm excited. And, yeah, doing some shit, bro.
Okay. All right.
Can we talk about the cigar now, or no? Is that still low key? What's happening?
I don't have no secret. I'll tell you
Leo
She's
what you
said
talking
you
want
about
to
guys
know.
had a secret.
she's talking about the one that I'm smoking.
Oh, yeah, what is that smoking? Let me see. Is that the, oh, that's the Habano joint.
Is that a secret?
How you like it, man? How you like it?
Well, he ain't passed out yet.
That's right. That's right, dog. That's right. That's right.
That's the other version of that's the other. How would I call that stick? I can call it the crack stick. I gotta call it the LSD stick.
Okay. It's like
Yeah,
that.
that was good. I
So
know.
this is
Let
the
me tell you.
so this is the I didn't want to disclose anything, Chris, so I let everybody know that I'm smoking something I really can't talk about right now. but since you're here and you're
Right.
saying let me talk about it, I will. So this is
Go
the
ahead.
lighter version of the Limitada from Carolina Blue. It is the Habano that is fucking fantastic. Like he said, most of the time what we do, we've labeled the Limitada as the crack stick. This is probably going to be the meth head stick, I would want to say.
Wow.
This is one that everybody's going to be
Wow.
after. If you have a lighter palate,
Wow.
this is going to be right up your alley. Yes, this is great, man. This is great.
Well, it's
Fantastic,
deceiving.
man.
It
We'll
doesn't
talk
look
more
like,
about it.
but that's how people judge their cigars these days. It looks fantastic. Looks well
Yeah.
constructed.
Yeah. Yeah. It was something that I actually we actually put together. It was about 2 months ago, maybe, when I told you about it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, we was like running out of wrapper. So I'm like, shit, do a Habano. And I was like, and then I was like,
So
okay.
you were hesitant. I feel like I've heard you say that before. You're a little hesitant when it's something different or something new, but it turned out okay.
No, it was more so I didn't really get to test it. So I'm like, And then when I went back last month, I smoked it, and then I bought some back for Leo, and I'm like, I'm gonna let you taste it. So because you
Okay.
have that expectation from the Perfecto, the original Maduro version, and I haven't had a chance to really sit back and smoke it when nobody's around. That's a good thing.
Got
Right.
it.
So
Got it.
yeah, Leo's been there
Okay. Well,
Hey,
let me
chilling with
Chris.
just
it. I
ask you
haven't had a
then.
chance.
Let me turn this around on you for a little bit. So, do you feel, Chris? Do you feel pressure when people say your face is answering me already? I'm not even done. Do you feel pressure when people give you feedback? Can you make? I like this cigar, but can you make it for a lighter palate? Or the reverse? I like this cigar. It's a little light for me. Can you make it like this with a little more strength? Not pressure,
So
but do
Chris,
you feel
before
like
you
okay,
answer
that
that,
might be something you can do?
Chris, before you
Go ahead.
answer that, Cigar Head Fred said I was going to ask Chris if he had any plans on having something like a double Ajero stick or a triple Ajero. So this goes right in line with that. So Chris,
What do people really do want to smoke crack in a
Say that
cigar?
again.
I think you got to
Take my
read
glasses off.
Cigar
Try to read. I
Head
should be
Fred's.
reading the question. Say that again. What was the
so
question?
he's
Cigar Head
so
Fred?
he said he said he was going to ask you if you had any plans on having something like a double Ajero or triple Ajero stick.
Can you put crack in a
Uh,
blend? Is what he said.
and to answer that question, if everybody and I get it all the time. That's something that I'm not interested in. I'll tell you why. For instance, let me use this weekend. I had a lot of guys come in there and say, "Hey, I smoke full body." I'm like, "Okay, what do you have a full body thing? Tell me, what are you getting out of it? What are you getting?" I like the taste. I'm like, no. What are you getting out of a full body thing that you like out of it? I like, you can't even taste the tobacco. You can only smoke it once or maybe twice. There's a small group of people that smoke full, heavy duty, not around cigars. Three different people.
Agreed.
Okay. So if I make 1,000, or say if I make 200 boxes of triple Ajero cigars, and those boxes take me
They will.
8 months to move,
They
and
will.
then my other boxes are moving in like 3 months. Pretty much wasted money. Now, what I can do is I can make some knockout, make you shit all over yourself in the lounge cigar just when I have events. I can do that, and I'll make a very small amount, about
A
200,
limited
and hand them out for
supply.
free. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like I tell all the time. Anybody can make a full Ajero stick to burn your palate up and trick you in the thinking that you smoking something really strong like a double Hero LFD, no calling no names. Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. So when I tell people about a full body kind of stick, I'm like, all right, let's go like Tabernacle. Like I like Tabernacle cigars. They're kind of pretty full, but I can see what they're doing. I said, what do you want? You want me to put you in the corner with your eyes rolled back and your stomach on fire? Is that what you want to do? And they're like, yeah, like that. I'm like, well, what are you getting out of that cigar? I like to be high. I don't do,
Right.
I don't do that kind of. I want my customers to enjoy the cigar, kind of like what Leo's doing now. People that smoke the Limitado, people that's getting into these Nicaraguan cigars that I have. I tell people my lighter shades are much more heavier than my darker shades because I want you to enjoy it. That's the profile of Carolina Blue. But they keep asking, I'm gonna give them what they want, and then they were like, "Wow, I didn't want that much." So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But back to your question, Maisha. Yes, I could do cider, and that's what I did with the Maduro. The Maduro on the Dominican side. The Maduro on the Dominican side was a little spicy, floral, and it was just a little extra. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna change the profile on it and bring it back a little earthy and make it more of a like Patronish type, profile. And everybody like, ooh, that's really smooth, but anybody can smoke that. Voila. There you go.
Don't even get me started when
So yeah.
people say, "Oh yeah, that's smooth." I was like, "Are you drinking a smoothie or are you having a cigar?" Can you
Well,
use your
I
words?
should
I'm like,
say
what's
cleaner. The word
right?
the word should be cleaner. The word should be cleaner, not smooth. It should be cleaner. You're right. Yeah. But that's what everybody says. So I'm like, all right, that's
That's
what you want to use.
everybody says
But
that.
yes, but back to everybody says that. But back to cigar head Fred.
Cigar
I'm gonna
head
make
Fred.
one. When we come down to Texas, I'm gonna make a triple Hero just for Texas. And you know what
Ain't
I'm gonna
nobody
do? It
got
ain't
time
gonna
for
be in
that.
a
He's gonna
60.
have
It's
one
gonna be like
cigar and that's it.
it's gonna be down. It's gonna be a 52, so it's gonna be extra strong, extra damn
That's, I
strong.
mean,
So there you go.
Sensei,
but I
get
think with people who have like that desire a super strong cigar, I feel like they're chasing something, because I have friends that smoke weed and smoke cigars. They're chasing this high, but they want the look of
Yes.
smoking a cigar. They want to be wiped out or like a head rush. But are you
I
really
mean,
enjoying that?
people gotta realize people who make the cigar, it's like shoot and miss because if they can't smoke it while they're working,
Right.
nobody's gonna really know how it tastes other than the match, like the whoever's gonna test it. They're like, I can't smoke this because then they're not
Right.
gonna they're not gonna be able to work because they're gonna be high. So it's more of like a shoot that we're
Yeah.
filling that tobacco with Lajero and Fonseca and just most of the Hero. So I'll do something just for cigar head friends. You want it? I'm gonna give one.
so here
Well,
you
you
go.
already
I'm
got
glad
people
you
saying
said
they
that.
want 10, somebody want 5.
I'm
I'll
glad
take
you
one.
said that because Cigar Head Fred said, Chris, I like a Lajero because when it's fermented the right way, the balance between spices and black pepper and chocolate is delicious for me.
No,
Only
he's
bad
absolutely
thing is
right.
the burn.
Well, I'll answer that on both. If it's fermented right, you're not gonna get a lot of tobacco anyway. You're not gonna get a lot of pepper in it anyway. You're gonna get like a dash of it, and wherever the arrow came from, you might get more of the natural flavor where it's coming from. So
Okay.
it really depends on the what I want to say. God, you got me driving and thinking at the same time.
Oh shit,
about that?
On
Don't
what
hurt nobody.
leaf we're talking about. What Yeah, I mean he's right to a certain degree, but for the most part, like for instance, my uh, Benique that you spoke, Aisha,
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
that had a lot of Lajero in it, but you taste a lot of chocolate other than Lajero. Am I correct?
You are correct, and that's why it was good to my palate, where I could
Right. It
smoke it
just depends
again.
on it. Yeah,
Wasn't that
it just
strong for
depends
me?
on what it just depends on the priming that you want to use. It's the priming and you know what you want. If you depend on again it depends on what you use. But that is correct. For the most part, it's a double answer to that. He's right. He's right.
So,
But
so
it then
easy.
depends on the region. Then depends on the region.
It does, yeah. So Easy said, "Smooth is the default word for those who know no other way to describe their tasting or experience. Smooth.
Right. It's more cleaner
Yeah.
tobacco comes off very like it says
And
smooth.
I usually think of it like people talking about the draw, because sometimes when you cut, how you cut your cigar, you make it a tighter draw. So when they cut it and their first draw is real smooth, that's what they're saying. Oh, that's real smooth, because you're not struggling with drawing it. That's how I
Well,
usually think about it. Because if you're saying that in your first couple puffs, you're not really getting the flavor. It's going to take you at least 10 minutes to get some good draws in so you can get the real richness.
it's also going to be
I
not
give
only
people
the
a
cut,
pass.
also, but I think that the way that people light their cigars needs to be learned a little bit better also. Where we like to have those torches, and I see people do this
A
all the
part of the
time, and that
experience,
flame, yeah, that flame is just killing the
ruining it.
foot of that cigar, and all that
That's what you're going to
char is going
taste
straight
is
through the
burn.
cigar. Yeah, so
Right.
we gotta work on how we're actually lighting our cigars as well. Be able to get the flavors that the blenders actually wanted to put together the cigar for.
Yeah, and you don't have to have it. People don't realize you don't have to have it close at all. As long as you catch some of the heat to light up. You know,
Right.
just a little bit of the heat, light it up. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, to char it out, and that's all you're gonna taste after you start pulling it. Correct. Yep. Yeah.
So as some of you
So
guys
sorry, I
saw
missed
that,
the show, man.
no, you didn't miss the show, brother. We're gonna ask you, do you have anything that you want to say that we have been one of the greatest activists in the world? Do you want to say anything about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.?
There's tequila in here.
There's tequila. Uh, well,
I
of
think she
course,
lying. I think she lying.
I think it's water. I think it's water.
You can show me a
Uh,
bottle. I didn't see you pour it in the orange juice. Pour some in there
Hold
now.
on.
Pour some in there now. Let us see.
and it's Don Julio, so I know that thing is killing us, bro. So, as far as Martin Luther King, as I was growing up, that was always the topic of the day. It just in general, as far as history is concerned, that's something that is part of my childhood. Me growing up and hearing about all the great things he did, and it just keeps me striving. Of like one of the quotes saying that we stop talking about things. I can't say it directly. I had it written down. They were silent about things that matter today, or something. Don't quote me, but you know what I'm getting at. So that's
Yeah.
more of the things that how we need to speak up. Not saying speak up on everything, but as we just need to speak up on when we see something wrong, or just speak up when something's right. Just like we say, uh, praise in private. No, praise in public and punish private.
Right.
But for some actions we need
Yeah.
to punish
Yeah.
and we need to punish them in public. But other things we need to. I think if we would reverse that out, and because a lot of people now are showcasing the little things that they do on Instagram, all the good things they do. I mean, we don't really need to know that. To a degree, it changes the world because we all good at heart. For the most part, everybody's a good person to some degree. For the most part, they just got bad traits that surface out there. But if we just keep doing great things in general, then everything will be a better place in general. You know what I'm saying? If we were all doing good things, then the bad things would kind of like subside. You know what I mean? So we don't have to showcase every great thing we did in life. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Got
just
it.
my thing.
Got
That's
it.
just my
Got it.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked
So other
about
than
that a
being
little bit
a great,
earlier. We were
great
talking
day.
about using, technology today. If Martin Luther King or Malcolm X had the technology today, how much further would things have gone? How much further could things be right now? So yeah, it's crazy. It's just straight up mind blowing. It really is, man. It really is. Maisha Fred said, "Take a real shot." I'm with it. I think you should take a real shot, Maisha.
That was a real shot that I
I think you
poured
should
in my
pour that little
glass.
bit in there, like it was,
Cigar head, Fred.
that wasn't even a shot. I don't even think that
There's
was a shot.
already
You
some
poured it too
in.
quick.
I have not.
You said that there's
But
some
you
already
know
I'm
in
not
there,
what?
but
gonna
I
drink
didn't
from the
see
Don Julio bottle.
You know what's crazy about
it.
I did it on
even
camera.
though we didn't have social media back then, right? Just how quickly the news
Can you imagine?
spread. Just how quickly it spread because of what they were doing. It didn't spread because they were like doing anything bad. I think it more or less spread because of the threat of how we had enough of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And we were like standing up to people that
Agreed.
we shouldn't have been standing up to. So they were like, look at these people. They was good. It was people on both sides. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this great thing that's happening across, within this certain culture, and everybody's joining in. So that was that side. The other side was like, look at these motherfuckers trying to take over, our way of life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why stuff like spread so quickly. Through newspapers, radio stations. Because as we know it, the quickest way to spread something is word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you three, and you can tell 6 more people. It spread quicker than it would on Instagram because somebody might just kind of take a look, but don't understand the substance of what they're reading. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the bad things that's bad about social media. People don't really go into it or not saying find out the truth, but to actually see what it's really about. Other than like, oh, I like that, but don't know why they liked it. Like, ooh, I like that. Like. You know what I'm saying? So there's a curse behind social media to some degree, but then there's great things behind social media. So that's my little
Absolutely.
thing. My little thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Technology has its reasons. It's just how we
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah.
Pros and cons.
Social media. When you read it, talk about it. They make other
Yeah.
people understand. That's social media. Who would have known? The smartphone is making people dumb as hell. That's what I call it. Smartphone making your ass dumb as hell. You don't look it up no damn more. You just like, hey, oh shit, guess
True.
what? It's supposed to snow here tomorrow. Like, did you go outside today? It's supposed to snow. It's fucking 80 degrees outside. What the fuck you talking about, dumbass? I saw it on the phone, dumbass.
Yeah, Rob
Look,
said
there's a lot of
real conversations don't happen on social media. They happen face to face.
Yes, talk about it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Look, and I don't mean to get off topic. I kind of hate. I mean, I know we live in technology. I know we didn't living in a technology-based world. I understand it, but it really has killed our social skills, man. Like we can't even have a normal conversation. Like everything is coded. Like everything is in code. I'm like, what the hell did you just say? So we tend to, and that's the good thing about cigar shops is that we actually go in and talk. To people talk in cigar shops. So,
Right. And that's the thing. That's some of what Fred is. That people don't do their research on stuff. On social media, they believe everything they see, which that was part of what we were talking about a little bit earlier too, Fred, is that, that's what one of the quotes came from Dr. King, is that, we will believe anything that we see, but we won't believe anything we read. And because we don't read, We just arbitrarily just believe what we see. And it's crazy. It's dumb, you know? But you know what? Until we can change or reinsert what knowledge actually means to the individual and then as a whole, we won't learn anything, man. I mean, I was telling somebody the other day about Wikipedia, like, yo, you ever seen that blue little word up there that says edit? That means anybody can change it. That means it can't be true.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
You can't believe everything that you Google. What the fuck, man? I'm
That's
sorry, y'all.
why
I get on a rant like that. I'm sorry.
You can do your
that's
due
why
diligence.
the
It's true.
that's why the original Constitution is not on the internet.
You'll never
Somebody
see
put
it.
that in.
Right.
It won't be accessible.
Nope. You
Yeah.
gotta go to the library. You gotta go to the library or go to the library in Washington D.C. find it.
Right. Exactly.
'Cause
Well, I
it
think
ain't
about
gonna be on
that
the
when we
internet.
have when you have like a hoax, like some public figure may have lost their lives. And, like for example, I remember when Michael Jackson, the first announcement came out that he was dead, and none of us believed it. First, we were in complete
Right.
denial personally.
Sure.
But when social media, when the right resources was posting that it was accurate, but sometimes all you need is like, oh yeah, so and so is dead. And that it takes off from there. Nobody's doing no real work. We're not making phone
Right.
calls to hospitals and saying, is it true?
Right.
It's a
Well, you
pro
know
and a
what?
con.
Yeah, that's it. It's a pro and a con. It's how we utilize it.
Right.
That's the important part. How we utilize it.
We abuse it.
Right. Yep. So no, I think
We do.
there's a lot to be learned from this show. I think there's a lot to be learned from every show that we do, you know. But I think there's a lot to be learned from this show about how we can go forward in our lives, in our communities, in just our day-to-day existence. You know, I mean, if we understand what Dr. King actually stood for, we would understand. To me, I understand it to be is that be as great as you can be. Do it every day. And don't care what anybody has to say. I think that's what it comes down to be. I mean, be a good person, as my dad would always say. Be a good person. I don't give a damn what you do. Just be a good person. Everything else will work out in your favor. So I just want to spread a little love out here today about Dr. King. Fred said they just did that to John P. Key. Someone spread a rumor of him being dead, and he made a video to let people know that it wasn't true. I didn't hear about that, but it's very interesting. I remember when that same kind of thing happened to Jaleel White from Family Matters. He came on, was like, what are y'all talking about? I'm right here, And I remember I got a lot of text like, Jaleel White's dead. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. This brother way too young, But it's one of the things that happens. We gotta understand how to utilize technology. We gotta understand how to still research things. You can still research things through technology. You just gotta put your best foot in it
You
to be able
can.
to find out the information.
Yeah.
You gotta keep digging, But like Fred said, it's mainly, his generation. I'm not gonna say how old or how young Fred is because it's irrelevant. But it is happening going forward. And that's the part that kills a lot of us.
Yeah.
Is that we're being given this computer in our hand, but we really don't know how to. So we got to get back to understanding how to use the technology that we're given every day, that's in our pockets, in our hands, and be able to really make something out of our lives, I think. So, but no, I love these kind of conversations. I'm glad that we had an opportunity to talk about this with about Dr. King. Maisha brought up a very good interesting fact, Chris, about Dr. King, and that he went to Connecticut, and you said that he was in a tobacco field.
Tobacco field. He
Yeah.
would go as a young boy to tobacco field. Did you know that, Chris?
Yeah, I read that, and I read something a couple years ago. I read it.
Instead of everybody hates Chris, Chris knows everybody and everything.
Can
No,
you please
I
change
don't.
your tagline
No.
to "Everybody hates Chris"? Please.
No, I read it. A lot of stuff I found out, like especially during this. There's a lot of things that I found out. Which the one good thing about this whole COVID thing, a lot of people come out with some amazing information. You know what I'm saying? So I would go and like, let me check this out. And I would just, like I said, I'll go research it. I'm like, shit, I didn't know that. But
That's
also,
what I
I
did.
found out a lot of stuff while I was in college. You know, I found out a whole lot of stuff while I was in school. That's crazy that people, I went to like what I was supposed to find out. But then and my mom, she was big on history. So I would, read like memoirs of Martin Luther King and stuff like that, and just different little stuff. And I did remember reading how he did go to the Northeast and he did different things in something. It's a lot of stuff out there, especially if you actually people put a lot of stuff on YouTube. Whether they read it or they just find it, they just like that. It could be true, could not be true.
Yeah.
But it's interesting of what they put out. And I can't remember why where I saw that, but I did remember reading it or seeing it. And yeah, so but when you started to trigger the memory that I actually remembered it. But a lot of people from the South, they went to the North for the summer. So
Right.
that were they went to like what's the beach up in Maine? They used to go up there. They used to just go to the North just to get away from the South for the summer, which is crazy because it was reversed for the guys in the North. We would go down south for the summer, so it's kind of crazy. So, but yeah, that was interesting that you did that. Working tobacco is doing
Yep.
that Connecticut
Yeah.
broadleaf. Yeah.
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 That's good stuff. That's good stuff, man. And it's interesting things that we can find out if we just dig. We find out interesting things about certain people. So I love hearing
Yeah.
that
Do
about
your
Dr.
homework.
King. Yeah, do your homework. Exactly, Maisha. Do your homework. But no,
Yeah.
man, I think that we've taken up everybody's time today. We're at a little bit over an hour and a half right now. This has been very fun. It's been gracious being here in Atlanta. Everybody has treated me well. Been welcomed very, very easily with open arms. I really love being here. I love seeing y'all face, man, every damn week. I just can't wait till we all can like get back together and have one conglomerate show. There she go again. There she go. I don't want to have one big conglomerate show where everybody can see us all at one time and be able to have a hell of a time drinking, smoking, talking shit,
We could
and
do
talking
that.
to the
We
people.
just got to get Chris to come to California.
We
On
coming.
Thursday, we'll be good on Thursday.
We'll be good on Thursday.
What?
We'll be good on Thursday.
You got to
Trump will
think
be
about what
gone.
Thursday is. It's inauguration day.
We'll be good after that. Everything will be good once
Yeah.
Trump
No.
out at 12:01 when he's officially out. All shit will be gone.
So we
Would be
think.
just nice. Too good to be true, probably.
So we think.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. So we think.
Yeah.
No,
But no, man.
this ain't gonna be over. This ain't gonna be over for a while. Another year so far.
Yeah.
It's all about money right now. It's all about money. It's about money, making vaccines. I'm gonna make me a vaccine, make some money. People made money off the mask. We make money off the vaccine. It's all about money.
You got it.
Yep.
You got the
But
cure.
anyway,
You
that's
got the
another
cure to
conversation.
the. You got the cure to the virus. You got cigars, brother.
I don't
Ain't nobody.
damn figured out already. That damn. I know.
You got the cigars. But no, man, we need to get up out of here and let these fine people enjoy the rest of their Monday. Hopefully they do some research on Dr. King himself, deeper than what has already been presented to us. So we're going to let you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. And by the way, man, I feel like the football players, we had a Monday interview or a Monday show, then we got to come back Saturday to do another one. So Saturday, we're going to have on the brothers from Brews and Banter podcast. If you guys don't know who the hell they are, go check them out now. Brews and Banter podcast, they're all about beers, all about brews, and they're going to talk to us about their knowledge in the game and how they got started in this thing. So make sure you guys tune in next week. And again, don't forget, subscribe,
I dig it. I dig it.
follow, Make sure you tell your friends. And then when you tell your friends, make sure you tell them that this ain't your granddaddy's show. This is the people show. So you bring it the way that you want to. And my man Sam Taylor, the only thing I'm gonna tell you is that you are exactly right. Go, Pack, go. I just want you to go. But no, man, I
Oh
love
yeah,
you guys,
please,
man.
please
Oh,
don't let me get back in.
the
Please don't.
the last thing that I do want to say is that, and Maisha, I'm just gonna put it like this: we did have another loss in the industry. Shawana Isaacs, better known to you guys as Aficionada Style, has passed away. I did not want to do a lot of talking about it because of the connection that she and I had, because of the memories that she and I had. She was like a sister, literally a sister to me. I had a hard time dealing with this, and that's the reason why this week you guys haven't seen a lot from me. I've been having to deal with it my own way. She was very, very near and dear to my heart, and this has been a huge loss for me personally. So I know Maisha knew her just as well, and Maisha, if you got something to say, you go right ahead. I can't do it.
Yeah, another loss, like you said, I've been dealing with it in my own way. I feel like the last show we did, I was offering my condolences to another friend that I lost, and then 6 days later, I got this news about Shawana, and she was my sister. She was my sister of the leaf, which to me makes it harder. It makes it harder, when you share that bond with cigars. You don't know unless you know. And cigars bring us together, and it brought us together. We did events together. We smoked together. We drank together. We hopped around LA to different cigar lounges together. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss looking for her familiar face at an event that nobody that looked like us were at, So I offer my condolences to her family and the cigar industry, especially in LA. I miss her already. So if there's any information that I can get from her family, I'll be happy to post it.
Yeah, yeah. You guys, I gotta end this. Maisha, go ahead, take us out.
I mean, look, let's just the thing is, if we can get out of this COVID world without losing any more people, family and friends, all I really can say is just be careful out there, guys. Look, your city may be open, but the virus is still around. So take care of each other. Mask up, hand sanitize, limit your travel if you can. We don't want to talk about this every week that we're losing somebody close to us. So take care of yourselves and your families. Right, Chris? We lost Leo for a few minutes. Can you hear me, Chris? Chris can't hear me.
All right, I'm back. I'm okay.
We're going to hold each other up. We're going to hold
Yeah,
each other up.
yeah, we got you.
We will.
Yeah,
We got you.
I've lost. Yeah, we lost real. Because I lost family members over the last month. I hear you. Hear me? You hear me? Yes.
Yeah, I think you're on a delay, man.
Yeah.
But no, we're gonna get up out of here, man. It's been a great show. Really has been. I just like I said, Shawana was very, very close to me, and it's very difficult to deal with this right now. But no, I love every last one of you guys, and I mean that to the bottom of my heart. All you guys that watch and follow, I really do appreciate you. Love it. appreciate all of you guys. So please, just make sure that you, like Maisha said, stay safe. It's real out here. So you guys be good to each other,
It's real out here.
be kind, be humble, and be real. That's it. And other than that, I'm out of here, y'all. It's been a great show.
Celebrate the
Peace.
king.
Hell yeah. Celebrate the king. We out.
Deuces.